Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a restoration. We have the Sweet 16 Firebird, custom Firebird. It has a little hood that opens up. It's all original. As you can see, it's been played with very well. The windshield is busted out. The seats have been packed with something, if not painted. Kind of green looking. I'm going to try and scrub that out. This particular model was made in Hong Kong, and as you can see, it's either a purple or a dark blue. I'm going to go with purple. We'll probably go with a different color because I think my purple has gone bad. But the motor's nice and clean. The hood's in really good shape, so we're going to try and be careful with that. Plenty of paint left on it, so hopefully it'll polish up nice, and we'll be able to bring it back to life. I have a new windshield for it, replacement. Not sure what's going on there on the back of the seat. Looks like we might have a little bang or something. Somebody banged it on something right there. But we also need an axle. As you can see, one of the bearings has come off. So we need to get a new axle. Well, I have some on order, but they haven't come in yet. Like I said in my last video, Redline Shop sells the axles. You can buy a pair, or they call it a set. Set may be one axle with two wheels, but they say a set is $7.95, but you can buy 5 sets if you do this a lot. You can buy 5 sets for $22.95, which is a good deal. Because somebody on eBay I saw sold them $10 an axle. So $7.95 for a set of axles would be a phenomenal price. Before we get started, I wanted to say that YouTube has told me that like 1.7% of the people who watch my videos are my subscribers. That means a total of 98.3% of you that see my video are not subscribed. So I'm going to ask if you could please help out my channel and subscribe. It would mean a world of difference to me. I could do a whole lot more if I had more subscribers and more people watching. So hit that button and ring that bell, and let's get started with the project. We're going to go ahead and drill out these tiny little rivets. I might just grind them off with my Dremel, and then we'll get started. Yeah, you probably wouldn't know it, but I do these things by the seat of my pants with very little preparation. I order parts, and when they come in, I just jump into it. So let's jump into it. You probably wonder why I do that with the Dremel. It's because I don't have Vicks bits to keep the drill bit from traveling when I drill, and the center punch on those tiny little rivets doesn't work as well as you would think. And I got big hands, so I need all the precautions that I can take. So we're going to go ahead and drill out the posts with a small drill bit like this, and that'll give us room to put our screws in when we're done. You have to be very careful because sometimes when they mushroom those posts on the end, they go sideways so the actual post isn't directly below the mushroom head. That one felt kind of weird. I'm going to stop and go to a larger bit and pop the very the very tip of the cap off. There's a little bit left on one side. You don't want to drill too deep and drill into the car base, so then your screws will pull through, which would suck. So we can get it to pop off. Just stick the screwdriver between the body and the base and twist. Nice. Same over here, just twist. Oh yeah, that worked nice there. Let's look at that axle. Yeah, the little bump on the end of the axle broke off, so the bearing fell off. So we're going to need to change that. And I have a replacement that came off of another car I was working on. I think it was a TNT Bird. So it has both axles on it. Not in perfect shape, but it'll work. We're actually going to take these off and clean the base, and then we will replace the axle. Let's take a look at the body here. That looks like glue to me. Somebody put glue. Ooh, that's gone. Looks like somebody put some glue in there to hold the windshield in. See? And it didn't take. Blue for Hong Kong. Glue for no dice. Whatever glue they use. It looks like aircraft glue. Actually damaged the interior of the car right there. Yeah, it did a number. It looks like they were prying on it right there. You see that? They were prying on the car. I have to make sure the windshield will fit in that I got now that we see there's damage. These windshields I want to say I got from the Redline shop, if I'm not mistaken. Had them a while, so can't tell you with 100% accuracy. Let's see what we get. The dashboard has been mutilated. Can you see that? I don't have another interior, so we're going to have to go with it, but yeah, they mutilated that dashboard. I don't think I can do much with that at all. Alright, let me get this cleaned up and we'll give the body a dip in some stripper and get it cleaned up and we'll get to it. Alright, we're back with the interior. We got all that green stuff out of there. It looks a little green tinted, but there's none of it left in there. That's just the lighting and the reflection of the plastic. Yeah, it looked like the dog chewed this thing up the way it looks in the back here. And then there's some marks on the seat, and then right up here looks like dog teeth marks, so a dog might have chewed on it. We got it cleaned up best I can get it cleaned up, and we went ahead and did the base. I went ahead and painted the tail lights red and put black in the grills, and I polished the base before I did all that. Looks like brand new, all nice and shiny, almost mirror like. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I do, and it's my project, so sorry. The body is still in the goo, so when it comes out, we're going to hit it with the wire brush, and get it all nice and cleaned up. And if it needs any sanding, we're going to sand it and make it look just as good as the base, or even better. Alright, we got this beauty all cleaned up, the paint removed, and I'm still not sure if it was blue or purple, but it doesn't matter, it's gone. There were a few issues like around the hood scoops on the hood. There was some pitting. I tried to sand them out as much as I could without removing all the nickel plating, and along the back of the scoop here, and it looks a whole lot better. I mean, it just looks remarkable. I can see my reflection in it. Need to wipe it down again before I paint it, but overall it looks really good. My battery is dying, so I'm going to go ahead and charge the battery, wipe this down, and give it a good paint. I'm going to use one of the more rare colors, not the most rare color, which would be creamy pink, because I don't have any of that, but the more rare color. You'll see when I'm done. Okay, here it is. Wow, it looks blue on the camera. Well, at least on the viewfinder. I don't know how it looks yet, but I noticed that we have some spots on the corners of the hoods where we had the rough stuff earlier. I couldn't really get in there without damaging the hood. As you can see, there they are right there and there. I thought the rest of it turned out really nice. A really nice Spectraflame paint job. I painted it once and put it in the toaster oven to cure up, and I didn't let it dry before I put it in there, and it off-gassed and left little bubbles everywhere. Ruined the paint job. So this time I let it dry for a couple hours, then I put it in the toaster oven and hardened it up. But that's aqua. That is like the second most rare paint there is, next to creamy pink in the Hong Kong colors. So let's get this bad boy back together. Alright, I showed you the interior. Okay, this is not the windshield for it, but this is one I'm going to put in it because I thought I had one for it. Apparently it's for the Light My Firebird, not the Firebird. Not the same car, but it'll fit. And then we have the base. We put some fresh wheels on there. You see we changed the axle. We repainted the front grille and repainted the tail lights. So let's put her back together. We'll start with the windshield. And the windshield just fits over that little post there under the motor. Luckily, they're both the same. The only difference is the Light My Firebird has two little pins on the bottom of the windshield to fit into the interior. I could take the interior out of a Light My Firebird and put it in here, but I'll just order a new windshield for it later. And I don't have to worry about it. Okay, see? Looks nice. That might explain that gap on the dash as well. So, let's go ahead and put this bottom on here. Always pre-fit your screws to your base. We'll be back in a second. I gotta trim the posts. Okay, I got it put back together. Had a few issues, but it's back together. Had to shorten one screw and trim off the front post. And I don't know if you noticed, the back wheels seem to be a little fur sticking out there, sticking out a little fur. I think that axle that I put on there, they all should be the same, I would think, but I think it must have come off of a bigger car, maybe? But it's on there. I do have some on order, like I said, and I ordered a windshield, so when they get here, I'll put them in. But for now, I just wanted to show you guys what I had. I thought the paint job looked really nice. The Spectra Flame Aqua. Okay. So if you guys enjoyed this video, how about leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, ring that bell, and don't forget to tell your friends about me if you don't mind. That would be awesome. It would really help my channel grow. Can't get my fingers on the hood there. Don't want to open with that windshield in there. But that's alright. A little bit of a gap back there, don't we? Might have to tighten that screw up a little bit more. But it ain't looking too bad. Ain't looking too bad at all. I think it looks pretty sharp. What do you think? Alright. You guys have a wonderful day.